Unless Georgia gets blown. I told you that, though. Unless
Yeah,
Georgia gets blown out.
I agree.
Because justifying putting in over Georgia at that point. Because you're not putting in Alabama.
No.
You know the committee's not going to go without having one SEC team in this thing.
LSU already blew their chance by losing last week.
So I mean, you're not putting in Bama with 2 losses then, because they weren't a conference champion. Georgia wouldn't be either, but Georgia would only have 1 loss.
Yeah, but Georgia would become a 4 seed at that point.
Man, the rankings would get interesting. Michigan would probably go to 1. Michigan would go to 1 in that scenario.
I'm surprised Michigan's not at 1 right now.
They might be. Tomorrow night they might be.
That's true.
I think actually, I'll say this, there's a strong chance they'll be number 1 tomorrow night. I just think that win in the committee's eye is really going to stand out. And if you look at Georgia, outside of that Tennessee win, let me rephrase that. That Oregon win is still impressive. I mean, whatever way you want to look at it, you could say it's the beginning of the year. It's still impressive. I mean, they absolutely took them to the woodshed, 49-3. South Carolina's ranked now, though. Another one that they have. Mississippi State's now ranked.
Yeah,
so 2 top 25s. Tennessee is still ranked, so that's 3. It's tough. Michigan's big win is against Ohio State. Does the committee value that win that highly to put Michigan over Georgia? That's the question.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah. I think Michigan ends up going
LSU did
number 1.
LSU did everybody a favor by winning that side of the SEC, because we would be staring down Georgia, Alabama, and possibly have both of them in the playoff again. So at least best case scenario, they don't make it together. So that's good, right? We got one SEC team. One SEC team, possibly 2 Big Ten teams for the first time. I think it's been long overdue for the playoff. We'll see. We'll see how the rest pans out.
Here's my thing, and it pains me to say this because I want to hope that they're not in it. If they put Alabama at 6, to me, they are in the conversation. Alabama, and I don't want to say it because I don't like Alabama, but I think they're in the conversation. If there's a loss,
they don't have anything. They don't have anything else.
They don't. You're right. Alabama does not have a great case to get in. The only reason they have a case to get in is because their name is Alabama. That's really it. There's no other reason in my mind you can even put them in. Their schedule at this point, I mean, they lost to Tennessee. They lost to LSU. They beat Mississippi State, who's now ranked. So, I mean, whoop-de-doo. And they beat Texas by 1 point. That's it. It's not great. It's not great. So your top 6, I assume you have you already said your top 4, so I assume you have Alabama at 6, Ohio State at 5.
Yeah, I'm gonna change. Michigan's gonna be number 1, Georgia 2, USC, TCU, TCU, USC, and then Ohio State, Alabama.
Okay, perfect. All right, so for mine, probably gonna be very similar to yours. I'm trying to see if there's anybody that's possibly nope. No one. It's pretty dry as far as 5 and 6. Alabama will be 6. So I think they deserve it just because there's no one really better to put at that spot. Ohio State will be 5. 4 will go to USC. TCU will be 3. Georgia 2. Michigan 1. I think that win against Ohio State is big. Really going to stand out. So, and I think USC is going to end up winning on Saturday. I think USC is going to punch their ticket on Saturday. Caleb Williams is going to win the Heisman. I don't know about TCU. That's the one game I don't know. TCU is the wild card in all of this. If Ohio State gets in, JD, with this. If Ohio State gets in, can they run the table? Can they somehow turn this horrific situation, because it's horrific, this loss against Michigan, in the mood we all have right now, can they turn that into a national championship? Think they can? You really do? Okay.
I have a very similar feeling to 2014, where it didn't seem like they would even hold water to Alabama, like for most of the season. And the Big Ten championship, they turned it on and they didn't look back. That would be my best guess, is they get if they sneak in as a 4 seed, they get a good draw. I think a good draw is either Georgia or Michigan. Just in terms of, we've already played Michigan, we know what they're going to do. And Georgia, I don't think Georgia's that good, but I think that we could run the table. But if we somehow end up at USC first round, I think it's going to be. I think USC is going to win a national championship this year.
Ooh, I like that. See, that's my dark horse if they get in. I just love what Lincoln Riley's doing. I really do.
I had Caleb Williams as the dark horse Heisman winner this year, and I'm pretty sure he's going to win it. So.
Yeah.